What's going on, people? Ooh, ooh. What's happening, guys? What's happening, ladies and gentlemen? Thank you for tuning in for another episode of the Will Sports Show here on this Monday afternoon here in New York. Uh, just am here, Thank you guys for tuning in. If you guys, and then, please subscribe to my page, Roll to George. Follow me on Instagram, Will, WILLGO85. And let's dive in. Let's dive in. And need I say what I'm going to start with today? Kevin Garnett, after he won his first championship with the Boston Celtics, said two things. We all know the famous "anything's possible." Anything's possible. And another thing he said, "What you gonna say now? What can you say now?" And my brothers and sisters, what can you say now? And anything is possible with this New York Football Giant team. I tell you, what a freaking victory yesterday. I mean, where do we start? First and foremost, let's just cut to the chase. This defense is legit, okay? To hold down an MVP candidate and a stud quarterback, Russell Wilson, with a stud wide receiver in DK Metcalf, and hold that team to only 12 points? Are you kidding me? I swear I thought I was looking at the 86 Giants or the 90 Giants or maybe the 07 Giants. I mean, that was just unbelievable. Unbelievable. Again, where do we start? The defense was all over the place. They didn't let Russell Wilson do anything pretty much until, mainly the fourth quarter. Bradbury did his thing holding DK Metcalf. And they did what they had to do to win this football game. Without Daniel Jones, Colt McCoy, who barely threw for 100 yards, the running game in this offensive line is not playing around. Whoever is the offensive line coach, it is whoever, Colombo or the guy that's taken over. You just gotta love it. I mean, they played smash mouth football back in the old school Giant 86, 90, 07 type team where they was control the ball, run the football down your throat, and play great defense. And we all know if you have a great defense, you have a chance in any sport, especially football. Just an unbelievable effort by this team, man. Joe Judge said it in his press conference. In his first press conference when he got hired as the head coach, that he wants this team to reflect the region, New York, New Jersey region, and to be proud of wearing, when you watch us on TV or in the stadium, be proud of your team and be proud of, when you wear, Giant gear. And yesterday, sum that up, how this team played, man. I was sitting there nervous the whole time watching the game. Not surprised that Seattle got a touchdown, in the fourth quarter. But you kind of was nervous because you knew this offense was probably not going to score anything but another field goal. And this defense just manned up, man. I mean, where did we start with the defense? Let's start with Leonard Williams, who last year, including myself, I'm sure everybody was like, what the hell are you trading a third or fifth round pick for? For this guy who hasn't really lived up to his potential when he was on the Jets. Look what he's doing now. He's a beast. He's looking like Warren Sapp out there. 2.5 sacks. He had that key sack in the third on third down when Seattle's last drive that forced that 4th and 18. He's just been a beast. How about these linebackers? We sit here all the time and we say, when are the Giants going to have a stud linebacker? They haven't had that stud linebacker yet, but they've had stud linebackers whoever's hurt, they plug in somebody else. Coughlin, Tom Coughlin's grandson, made a couple of key plays. How about that guy Sher, number 91? I don't know where he came from. Matt Brown, Brown, you know, Tay Crowder, these fifth, sixth, seventh round draft picks. It's just unbelievable, man, how this team is playing. And all that being said, I think it's time. I think Joe Judge has really put a stamp on his franchise. Even when they was, one and started out 1-7, they still should have won games that they should have won. But you saw it coming, and now it's all put together. This team plays for this coach. You could tell they play for this coach. He is. I'm telling you, no matter what happens this year, Giant fans, we have a head freaking football coach that might be here for at least 10 to 12 years. This coaching staff is excellent. How about Patrick Graham, man, the defense coordinator? The coaching staff has just done a great job, man, and it all starts with that. You have a great coaching staff, you always got a chance. And Joe Judge is a no-nonsense type guy, and he is reflecting his personality on this team, man. It's just unbelievable. Wayne Goldman, the man. When the last time a Giant running back had over 100 yards rushing? Alfred Morris had a big game. Colt McCoy, he made, threw that one interception, which it really wasn't his fault. He did what he had to do. And in that last drive, even though they ended up punting it, how about two big key third downs that kept the clock running though? That was the key. Evan Ingram caught a huge catch. Slayton caught a nice catch. Caught a nice pass. It's just unbelievable, man. Just a satisfying win. This team was 10.5-point underdogs. Did I expect this team to win? I'm gonna be honest with you, I did not. I knew that they was gonna compete and fight, but the main surprise is I'm surprised that they held this team to 12 points. I would have been happy if they held them to 20, and I felt that they had a shot, and they did that. They exceeded my expectations. Just an unbelievable effort, man. I'm so proud of this team, man. It's to the point now with this win, forget about the record. We in first place, and it's to the point now we control our own destiny, man. It's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Just an unbelievable effort by this team, and just Joe Judge, man. I'm telling you right now, he needs to be a candidate for Coach of the Year if we win a division. No matter what the record is. I'm sorry. What he has done with this team, it's only a handful few teams that I think the last time they said was the Panthers in 2004, I think, that started out 1-7 and ended up winning 4 in a row. I mean, it's just, words cannot describe how great that win was yesterday, man. It's just unbelievable. And I'm still kind of stunned, man. I'm excited, but you don't go to Seattle and hold them to 12 points like that. And these boys are playing their ass off, and it's just a beautiful thing to see, man. It's a beautiful thing to see. Last night, or yesterday afternoon, man, was a typical old school fashion Giant victory. Tough defense, making plays, running game was on point. Offensive line did what they had to do. And they won the game, man. They won the game. 5-7, 4 in a row. And we play the Cardinals. Now it's to the point now, this team is expected to at least have 7 or 8 wins now. I'm not saying Arizona is going to be easy, but, man, listen, we have a legitimate shot to do something. And it's to the point, a lot of people is talking now, who wants to play the Giants in the first round if they make it? Because we obviously, we win the division, we automatically going to get a home game. Like, I'm sorry. Do you think Tampa Bay or even Seattle or if Arizona makes it wants to play us in the first round? No. I'm not saying that we're going to automatically win. It's going to be a tough game no matter who we play, but we most likely going to be underdogs in that game. But you think Arizona, you think Tom Brady wants to see us? You know what I mean? You think Russell Wilson want to see this defense again? And on top of that, they're going to play with nothing to lose. The pressure, like, let's say play Tampa Bay in the first round. Who do you think the pressure is going to be on? If we play Seattle, who do you think the pressure is going to be on? So add on top of that they feel like they're going to win, it's going to be no pressure at all. And it's just a great, great feeling, man. I'm so happy for this team. I'm so happy for this franchise. They finally found are finding an identity. I know we made the playoffs in 2016. It felt like that was 20 years ago, because the way how this franchise has been the last 3 years, and now we got a signature win. I mean, if this franchise turns it around, which I think they will, they could look back at this win, because nobody can say that we didn't beat a great team. And another crazy thing, before yesterday, NFC East teams was 0-17 against teams with winning records. Well, we got the first dub against a winning team for this division, man. And I'm just so happy. I'm so happy. I'm so pumped up, man. Meaningful games in December for once. Granted, we're still 5-7, but I'll take it, man. We got 4 more games left. And like I said, let's win this division. Like I said, I think a couple of shows ago, I wanna get an NFC East championship shirt or a hat. I want to, and I will wear it on the show too. I will wear it on the show if the Giants win the division, and I'm gonna talk about the playoff game, a week before the game. I'm gonna wear it. I'm telling you that right now. Mark my words. Just unbelievable. There's nothing else you can say. Obviously we don't know the stats with Daniel Jones. Hopefully he'll come back. If not, I think if he doesn't come back against Arizona, he's definitely gonna come back against the Ravens. I believe we play the Ravens after the Cardinals. And it's just a breath of fresh air, man. Joe Judge is just coming here, and he's basically said what he said he was gonna do, and I kind of don't get hype or press conferences no more, especially I think after when Derek Fisher came and said what he said, and look what happened when he coached the Knicks. But Joe Judge press conference was great. I loved it, but you still wanted to see. You obviously got to prove it. You got to get wins, and he's getting wins right now off this team. He's squeezing wins out of this team, and that's what great coaches do. That's what Bill Parcells did. That's what Tom Coughlin did. When you have a certain personnel, you find a way to win. It's not pretty, but it wasn't pretty in 07 when we got wins in the regular season. And look what happened. As long as you get the job done. And this team is so confident right now. And I'm just ecstatic, man. I'm just ecstatic. And we possibly could be in sole possession of first place today. Hopefully, the Steelers do what they should do and beat the Redskins. I'm sorry, the Washington football team. And on Tuesday, hopefully the Ravens could bounce back and beat Dallas. But even if for some reason the Redskins, find a way to beat the Steelers, we still own a tiebreaker against them. Obviously the Packers did what they were expected to do and beat the Eagles. And, now Jalen Hurts started. He started playing in the third quarter, and I got a feeling he's going to start now. I think it's over for Carson Wentz. It's just crazy. The man 3 years ago was MVP candidate, and probably most likely was going to MVP in 2017 before he got hurt. And now look. So the Eagles gotta figure out what they're gonna do, but that's their problem. Like I said, Washington plays the Steelers today. Steelers should do what they gotta do to win the game, and also The Dallas plays, the Ravens on Tuesday. I swear, like ever, because of this COVID going on, I swear that the NFL schedule is like an NBA schedule now. Playing games on Tuesday and Wednesdays. They already play games on Thursday. It's like an NBA schedule. But again, man, I'm just hats off to my Giants, man. I'm so proud of this team, man, and it just feels good. It feels good to have meaningful games and to win against a team like Seattle, man. And like I said, we might see them in the playoffs again, and it might be a different story. But for right now, man, we doing what we gotta do, and just hats off to Joe Judge, man, who I feel should be, if not that coach, that coach of the year, definitely should be a candidate, man. Um, it's just unbelievable. Other games, I want to touch on. Definitely the Patriots. They don't go away. And again, go back to great coaches. Look at Bill Belichick, what he's doing. They just destroyed the Chargers. Destroyed the Chargers. That looked like the Patriots from back in the heyday when Brady. They dominated them 45-0. You know, Rams got a big win against the Cardinals. Now they in first place because my Giants beat Seattle. Cardinals are kind of falling back on earth. Like I said, they come to the Meadowlands next week. It's just unbelievable. And then there's the Jets. I mean, Greg Williams got fired today, and Adam Gase should have been fired too today. Should have been fired like 2-3 weeks ago. But how in the hell, when it's like 19 seconds left, you're up by 4, you're not playing prevent defense? Why are you calling an all-out blitz? Are you serious? Even in Madden, when you're in that situation, they automatically pop up them plays where you got to play 3-man deep or prevent defense. Are you serious? It's almost like it's almost like they was like, oh my God, wait, we're about to win. No. Let's do all our blitz and let David Carr throw it deep so they get a touchdown and we can win. Just, you can't make it up, man. You cannot make it up. I just feel for Jet fans out there. It's just sad. And I know some Jet fans are happy that they lost because, like I said, they obviously want to get the first pick, to get Trevor Lawrence. But come on, man. Don't you want to see a team win? You want to see a team lose all the time? Do you really want to see the Jets go 0-16? And they might now. I definitely don't see them. This was their last chance, and I didn't even expect them to even win this game, but they should have won. Now they're definitely going 0-16. But they could have Trevor Lawrence, they could have Joe Montana coming out, they could have Troy Aikman coming out, getting them, picking them. They could have all them quarterbacks. If they don't get a legitimate head coach, it doesn't matter who the quarterback is. They have to get a stud head coach, and I mean a stud head coach. In '96, before this year, that was the worst Jet team. What happened? They got Bill Parcells. Look what happened. Instant credibility. 9-7 in '97, 12-4 in '98, and they went to the AFC Championship game. You got to get a stud head coach. I seen a report that maybe the Jets are interested in Bill Cowher, or Bill Cowher's interested in coaching the Jets. That's what they need to get a coach like that. They need to get a stud coach that has a ring, or a stud coach that know what the hell they're doing. I think the Jets should get Eric Bieniemy from the Chiefs. But they need to get somebody, man, in here that's gonna just change this nonsense around, because it's just sad. It's just really sad, man. It's pathetic how this franchise is. The Browns, they finally scored some points and they beat the Titans. I thought the Titans was gonna pull off a victory there. That was a great one. That might be a playoff preview. You never know. Dolphins continue to impress. The Dolphins, to me, are just like where the Giants is at. I mean, Dolphins got a better record, but they doing what they need to do. And again, the head coach Flores, where he came from, Bill Belichick tree. Where did Joe Judge come from? The Bill Belichick tree. Just just unbelievable, man. When you have a great coach and know what the hell they're doing, great stuff can happen. So keep that in mind, Jets, please. Um, Saints did what they had to do, of course, beat the Falcons. They are in the playoffs. You know, they doing it without Drew Brees. I mean, this Saints is just a great franchise, man. Just a stud franchise. Um, the Lions surprisingly beat the Bears. I'm not surprised. I thought the Bears, even when they was 5-1, wasn't really legit, and they've lost ever since they was 5-1. So, um, you know, Colts, beat the Texans. Not surprised there. Just here looking at the scoreboard, just refreshing my memory with the NFL. And, also tonight the Bills play the 49ers in Arizona because, um, you know, 49ers can't play in Santa Clara because of this COVID nonsense. So, um, that's pretty much it, man. That's pretty much it. Let's see what happens tonight. Let's see what happens tomorrow. Hopefully the Giants can stand alone and be in sole possession of first place in the NFC East. Again, man, I'm so pumped up. Let's do what we gotta do, man, and let's continue to plug at it, man, and win these games, man, and clinch this division. Let's go, G, man. Holla at me, guys. Please like my video, comment anything y'all want to. If you want to talk about anything you guys would like for me to talk about in future shows, hit me up on Instagram. Show me love, man. Once again, I'm gonna shout out to all my friends and family that show me love on here. I really appreciate you guys. And that's all I got for you guys. I'm gonna see you when I see you. Holla.